Hey there, I'm ZoinkMeister Patrick, joined today by John.
Hey there, everybody. We're here playing Hi-Fi Rush on the PC.
Woo! Back at it with Grapple. Love the Grapple's a pretty cool feature. I'm glad that they added that. I like any game that has a Grapple. I wish there was more Grapple.
Oh,
He's a scary looking
the
enemy.
motorcyclist is gonna get you.
He's gonna get you. Yeah, he has a drill thing? I wonder if he's gonna have like drill-based attacks. Would make sense, right? Ooh, if he like went into the ground and then like drilled back up. Or he does that.
He moves really fast. I mean, I guess that's the obvious thing.
Yeah, that's true. So you can see there, I try attacking him and he
Yeah, he goes
dodges.
fast.
Also, he shields every enemy except for himself, which is kind of an interesting thing because he's blue. So blue indicates that he's a shield-based enemy, but he doesn't actually shield himself. He just dodges. Yeah. And so I was trying to figure out how to fight him. I don't know if you found a good way to fight him.
I don't think I fought him. I don't remember this guy.
You should have gotten this far. I think I saw you would at least gotten this far. I think I saw at least because you got inside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten inside yet.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember him. Oh, you got him good though.
Yeah.
There
Once
you
you
go.
take out his weapon out of the floor, then he stops moving around so much. He's a lot easier to hit. So yeah, you can just attack his weapon, and then that kind of makes him easier. The other thing you can do, I don't think I learned it here, but I learned it later, was that you can there's an upgrade you can get where you can. It's called like magnetic backstab or something. And if you hit the grapple button and then you hit the grapple button again, when you get within, when you hit him basically, then you go behind him and it prevents him from dodging.
Which one's the grapple button? What is that?
It's left bumper for Xbox controller or
Oh,
L1
okay.
if someone's using a PlayStation controller. I have no clue what the PC controls are because I'm using an Xbox controller. Speaking of,
Wow, you got a flashing S up there. You must be doing good.
yeah, I mean, who knows, right? It's kind of weird. Even that, I think that's just like, I don't know. I still haven't quite figured out what that means yet. I think it means that I'm doing like any
You're
points.
hitting on beat. Yeah. Wow. I think you finished really well.
No, I got a B.
Oh, yeah.
My final rank was an A, but my score was only a B. That's what I'm saying. It's like
It's the clear time. I guess when you're not hitting something, that's when your clear time's going down. I think that's what it is.
No, clear time is how long it takes to finish the match. I do know that. My clear time, I got an S. So
Right, but the clear time, the S was going down whenever you weren't hitting. So whenever you'd hit, it'd go back up. So I think it has to do with the frequency of hitting.
I think it's your score somehow. I think it's like, I think if you have an S, that means that, I think it's like a score multiplier maybe or something, but I'm not, I honestly don't know. I've even looked up how to get better scores in this game because my scores, you'll see coming up here, are I'll do like pretty bad. I don't quite figure it out for a long time. And so I still, even when I looked it up, I don't think I saw information about like what that meter's supposed to mean or how you're supposed to interpret it. Picked up some health, so that's nice. It's really interesting to see R&D Service Log Part 2, Service Robot Log, Day 1, 10/25. Maybe a little bit over my head here. Got a lot of arrows, and I mean a lot. Actually don't know what to do with all of them. Way more than I need, but I won't let them go to waste. What's easier to understand where to go? 1 arrow or 10 arrows? I already overheard my work being noticed. A lot of arrows around here. Yup, that's me. And you know what? I bet that guy ain't lost. Word's spreading. Soon enough, I'm there at the top. So that's our second little message from the Arrow Man.
Yeah, he's gonna be attacking you with a bunch of arrows for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, especially on this level. If you're really conscientious of all the arrows, there are a ton of them. I guess while I'm beating up this soda dispenser vending machine.
That didn't take you much at all.
No, actually, that was pretty easy.
That was fast.
See, look, there's a cart full of arrows right here that I'm standing on top of. You can just like see arrows everywhere.
Oh, huh.
Don't you think we have enough signs? Of course not. What if I get lost? There's arrows everywhere. Why not just make an easy to understand route? Gotta question everything, you programmers. That's why you got transferred. First volcanoes, now this? It's a rough job. Get used to it.
So you see there's a special door here.
Yeah,
Like,
no getting through though.
yeah, but they indicate like when you hit it, it like reacts differently. So it looks like a thing. So I spend way too much time here trying to figure out what the thing is. Because it looks like they made such a big deal out of highlighting it, but
It's a good idea to kind of look back and look around a little bit before you move on. That's always good. That way you don't miss anything.
Yeah, like you see here, I'm like, but what if? See, because up there's another like doorway, but that one's not like lit up. So I'm like, oh, maybe if you go up there, then I can break that one.
Oh,
but
not quite made it.
Yeah, I tried several times. I tried all kinds of things. Like I even tried staying on top of those crystals, which you can't as far as I can tell. See, there's me. I can't see me. Yeah, I know. I tried so hard. But yeah, I gave up eventually. But I was there much longer. I cut that down for the sake of the video. All right. So you see, I started the fight with some peppermint, which is a good way to start because one of the things I learned for getting high combos is you see our hit counter there in the top right. I have 40 hits now.
Yeah.
Every time you get 10 hits, it gives you a huge score thing. Gives you like a big old boost in score. And so peppermint, whenever you use her, she fires a bunch of shots and that counts towards your hits. So it's a great way to get your hit counter up, which gets your score up a lot, I found out. So
definitely getting peppermint in is just a good idea. It's just another helpful person fighting you the whole time. There's no downside to including her, right? So
actually, so much, like, yes, you are correct that there's no downside, but the downside is even like less than you would think in that you could spam the right trigger, which is the activate peppermint button, and it does not count towards your timing. So you don't have to hit her on beat. You can just hit as much as you want, and it won't lower your beat at all. So yeah, it's really, really good to use the teammates. I ended up finding out that I don't know when I'll eventually use it, but the main trick to getting your score up more than anything is actually to use your partners in a specific way. They're called jam combos, and whenever we get to them, I'll sure to talk about them more. But basically, anytime there's a beat hit, which is that thing there at the end, anytime you finish a combo in this game, it always activates a beat hit, which is that's the two concentric rings, you know, the green and the red one. When you get to the bottom, you can hit any button and it'll activate the combo ender. But if you press the right trigger, which is the partner button, instead of whatever other button, literally any other button, then it'll do what's called a jam combo. The jam combo is only important in that, well, it uses some of your reverb gauge, which is the gauge in the top left, the like yellow bar above your health. So right now my reverb gauge is full, so I should be using something, right? I'm currently using nothing. But if I used a jam combo, then the advantage of that would be if I killed the enemy with the jam combo, then instead of dying, they enter what's called an overkill state. And the overkill state means so their body's still on the map, but they haven't they're technically dead, but they're still there. You can still hit them. And so if you hit them while they're in the overkill state, you get a ton of score. And that's how you get S score in this game, is by hitting enemies in that overkill state. And so that's what I've learned, is that that's actually the trick. And since I've been doing that, which is nowhere near this episode, I mean, it'll be like maybe 4 episodes, I don't know, probably like 8 episodes from now by the time I finally figure that out, then you'll see that my scores get a lot better when I start doing that. And I'll point it out when we get there, but we're nowhere near there yet. See, look, BAS, I just can't get my score up for a long time. I eventually just had to look it up. Oh yeah, if you count the overall score. I got a bass. Well, it's not a tuna. It's a bass.
So wherever you fight, there's never anything around there really to find, right?
Not usually, yeah. I mean,
I never find anything there on the battlefield.
Right.
I guess you would have picked it up when you were fighting if there was.
Right, yeah. Which makes sense.
Okay.
R&D Service Log Part 3. Service Robot Log, Day 1, 1330. Phew, placing arrows near the volcano, not safe, let me tell you. But you know what's even worse? Getting lost. Not knowing where to go after you reach the volcano. I'm not just doing a service here, I'm basically running the place at this point. People look to the arrows with respect. Find one person here that isn't amazed by the pure, brilliant subtlety of the placement of these things. The angle, the pivot, the subtle roll. This is basically odd at this point, and I can't see anyone fill in these shoes. So this is 1:30 p.m. of this robot's first day on the job. And he's already, he's like, I'm basically running this joint. Look at all these arrows. And there are arrows a good number of places.
This thing's all about the arrows for sure.
Yeah, there's one right there on screen. It was kind of funny. There's another little white one down there. There's arrows all over the place. Also a collectible down here. I managed to spot, or hopefully I managed to spot it. I'm looking around. Oh yeah, so this is, no, that's just a normal battery. You can see it underneath my health. There's that big battery icon. I never used that, and I ended up figuring out a way to use it later. But I mean, it's just up or down on the D-pad. It's just I always forget it exists. but then eventually you can only hold one at a time.
And what does it do for you? Does it give you extra power?
Yeah, it fills up your reverb gauge, which is that, again, the yellow gauge above your health. So it's pretty good. Usually when I end up using it is if I spot another one, because you can only hold one at a time, I just use the one I'm currently holding and then pick up the next one is how I've been using them. I'm sure there are like more effective ways where it's like, oh, it's a big enemy, like let me get more reverb, but I never think about it in fight. So yeah, it is what it is. Here's the last one though.
Something about arrows.
R&D Service Log Part 4. Service Robot Log. Day 1, 1355. What was it all for? All these arrows to lead to a rail? I can't even use this. It's like it was put on this planet for someone else. Like these arrows weren't for me, but for some greater being. Those who come next. I slipped on a loose rock. Ankle ball joint is messed up. This may be my last sign. Better make it count. This is the way out of here. Don't lose hope, and don't get too involved in the job. I already sense it. My replacement. I'll be lost in time, forgotten, but I'll have shown the way, and that's what counts.
Yeah, so 1:55 p.m. is when this guy died. That was 25 minutes after the previous message.
Okay, so he's the one that robot there is the one that wrote all the letters?
Yeah, he wrote all, there's only
wow.
4 notes, but yeah, he wrote all 4 of the service log notes, and so it was pretty funny. Especially because where he dies, there's just tons of arrows, because like, he couldn't go any further. Oh no, so he just has a big cart full of arrows, look at that, just tons of arrows. Pretty funny. But yeah, there's a couple of like dead arrow guys too. It's like they make it pretty obvious that he's not the first one. So yeah, it's great. I don't know. I think it's such a cute little design thing. This game has tons of stuff like that though.
We are indeed.
R&D's nuts.
Terrible, Chai. Just get in there.
Gutty.
R&D.
Gutty. Something interesting to note, the Vandalay.
Since you continue to avoid my email, Sanzo, I'm making this public. No more budget approvals until this defect fiasco is done with. Full stop.
You dare interrupt my creative process, Roper? The gears are turning in my mind with passion.
I don't care about passion. I care about profits.
Ha! Spoken like a true money man.
Enough! Just have security with their orders.
Upper management doesn't seem to get along.
When do they ever? Let's just keep focused.
I guess Roquefort must be like head of accounting or something. Kind of interesting. That's gonna come up, by the way, the whole budget thing. So, you know, keep your brain on that.
Sanzo's order request. Order request 0577120. Filed by Sanzo. Look, clowns, I don't care if this door isn't connected to anything yet. I want this entrance looking perfect, so install this door ASAP. People, especially Kale, come to visit R&D, and the first thing they see is an unfinished entrance. What does that say about us? That we're half-baked, that we don't have a vision. You only get 1 first impression, or 2 if my idea pans out, so don't make me look bad. Z.
Okay, so the door doesn't go anywhere, huh?
Yeah, I think it's the door that's on the right here. So that door right there in the background. I think they're saying that like, why is there this random door here at the end of the hallway? It's like, I don't know, because there's it doesn't actually go anywhere. It's just a door. And we actually hear about that later too. There's a couple doors in this area that don't go anywhere. They kind of give the impression that the R&D department is just kind of psychotic.
Now you didn't try to get over to that third area, huh?
What third area? What third area?
You were looking at another level over there on the left, far left.
Oh, I went over there.
No.
Oh,
you were
like
on
the
s-
rock area?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
on the middle
no,
rock area.
yeah.
You looked over at the far area and you just kind of stopped.
Yeah, I didn't see anything over there, so I figured it wasn't worth trying to jump over. There's a couple ledges off to the side that you can't get to, as far as I can tell. And so,
Yeah, it looked pretty far away, but
right. That's like there's like clearly enemies over there on the left. Like that was kind of something I was more
also very far away.
right, but yeah, way too far away to get to. At least that, looks like something. Whereas the other areas, like, I don't think there's anything over there. I'm not even gonna risk the health. Because if you fall in the lava, I think you take damage is the problem. Otherwise I'd do it. But yeah, it's like if it looks too far and doesn't look like there's anything there, it's like, I don't want to waste the health. I don't have a ton of it. Especially because my second health meter isn't all the way up, and so I'm trying to fill that up. You have to not take damage to do that. If you're wondering why it's not saying perfect, by the way, when I'm doing like all those hits, that's a specific combo.
You
That's-
kind of double hitted it. It was already done. You kept on hitting.
Oh yeah. Yeah. At some point I think at this level I was still trying to figure out if like there was some trick to them or something like that, but I don't think there is. I think I've looked it up since then. It's like there is it's not an achievement, but there is like, I don't know, an in-game thing where if you do something with the cans, then you get something out of it. I'll point it out because I'll actually do it in this a little later in this level.
Another one. Pretty awesome. Who's making all these?
People are drawing on the wall. Graffiti at
Yeah, makes you
it.
wonder.
2 out of 24.
I know, it's
Good start.
yeah.
See how fast you can beat up this statue here, huh?
Well, it's not fast. It's you get more gears if you hit perfect hits. So I actually go pretty slow because I'm more concentrating on like hitting on the beat every time. See, like that attack is a bad idea because it does a bunch of damage, but it doesn't count as a perfect hit because it's the mash combo. That's a mash Y. So you see I'm trying some like a bunch of different combos.
Yeah, pick them out.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's just a way to get a bunch of gears. It's kind of a fun way to practice your combos too. So I've been using it as opportunities to practice combos. See, there's a trash can next to the vending machine there. Apparently every vending machine has a trash can next to it. And when it drops the cans, you can kick the cans into the trash can. And yeah, if you kick enough cans into the trash can, then you get gears back at the hideout when you look at that like wall.
Did you kick it into the trash can?
No, I'm gonna do it much later, but I have found that out since I recorded this. I do it on accident. So it's later in this level though, where I figured it out. Well, I actually didn't realize I did it. I ended up like finishing the achievement in like a much later level, but I start the achievement in this level. And I just didn't realize what I did. This is actually the best level to get it in. And you'll see why. I'll point it out when we get there.
We walked right over the lava.
Oh yeah, there's glass on it. So it's just like yeah, it's just like aesthetic. Well, it's pretty cool aesthetic. It's intimidating looking room.
The beat changed a little bit.
Yeah. You think there'd be something in this room, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like going behind. Is like, is there secret gears here?
Yeah,
No?
that's a good place to look. You're probably right.
Yeah.
But no,
nothing here.
weird.
Okay, well.
Yeah, hiding something behind those walls would have been good.
Yeah, it's like inside the globe, maybe? No, nothing. Okay. It looks like there should be something there.
Just get those security tests done, now!
Transferring magma power to Lab 44. Access to AI labs restricted until testing complete.
It looks like a board robot.
Wait, I need to get to those AI labs.
I just told you. No access until testing is done.
And when will testing be done?
I don't know. Do I look like I work here?
Yes, actually.
Look, I don't run the tests. Run up to Lab 44 and complain to them.
All right.
So fun little fact I've been meaning to say a couple times. If you look at the logos on the robots, the V, Lucille, Self-Therapy Journal, Journal Entry 1, and last.
Sarcasm. What a fantastic promotion/sarcasm. They put me as the greeter, like anyone is ever going to visit this place. Not only that, they want me to push sales of these Sanzo plushies. Even these things are low-quality garbage. Not that we wouldn't have gone this route anyway, but if Roxanne was still here, these plushies would be top-quality goods and probably free. My self-therapy AI is telling me to stay positive, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that. We're pretty much doomed unless some ragtag group of weirdos decides to take the company head on. Or we get bought out. I'll place my bets on the latter.
Wow, that's impressive reading there, man.
That came out pretty good, right? Yeah, I really like that. That was, I looked up like, how do you make a robot voice? It came out pretty good. So if you look at the V logo design that was on those boxes,
Yeah.
There's a little dot in like above the V.
Okay.
And if you look at the,
Rude. You didn't even recognize me.
Why are you upset? We are supposed to sneak in.
I just thought I was, bent.
So humble. I'm sure your fans are all in Lab 44, so why not head there?
trying to figure out if there's a way to like look at myself through the, see, I was trying to get to photo mode, but I didn't see it for some reason. So it's whatever. So anyway, if you look at the logo on the robot's chest there's no dot in the V. So that indicates it's an older robot.
Oh, okay.
I can see the entrance to the AI labs right behind you. Can't you, sneak me in?
What's in it for me?
Knowing you did this guy here a huge solid.
For me, that's unquantifiable. Therefore, no.
Chai, those models are known to be stubborn. I don't think she's gonna give.
Thanks for being no help.
You're welcome. If you need any more assistance, please feel free to ask.
So, you're just sitting around here all day? What?
I greet and guide. I'm friendly.
That's debatable.
No, it isn't.
Well, I didn't even get a greeting.
I acknowledged your existence. In this day and age, that's as good as you're gonna get.
That's pretty. Oh no.
Noticed you have the old Vandalay logo on you. Must have been here a while.
Yeah, I'm BK.
Should I know what that means?
Sigh. Before Kale. Before everything changed around here. Back when we were responsible developers.
Meaning?
Clearly me hinting at my disappointment in the current management isn't clear enough for you.
Well, you can at least pretend to be happy.
That's admitting defeat. I'll just keep hating this job until then.
So there you go. Yeah, that was, I guess, a little mini spoiler for the conversation there, but I wanted to point it out so you could actually take that opportunity to look at her logo versus what the normal logo looks like, which is on the side of some of these boxes. I'll point it out if we get a good look at it, whatever, on another robot somewhere. But yeah, I was really hoping to use that little prop.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. I just didn't see the button. There is a button that lets you like use props and stuff like that, but I just didn't see it. Yeah, so let me, next time we see a box, next time we see the new logo, I'll be like, there it is. Look at it in all of its dotty glory. Because it took me forever to see it. I was like, at first I thought it was because it was red. I was like, oh, maybe the new logo is a different color. But no, all the logos are red, or at least on the robots, they're red. So that's not what it is. It's the dot that you're looking for.
Well, I'm sure you can put our faces behind the two circles.
That's true. That's true.
For the cover.
It was right there on the shop screen, and then Peppermint took it over. I was like, darn, you'll see it eventually, I swear. But yeah, if you go back, look, I mean, I'll be obsessed with it until I get a good picture of it. But you know, it's around for sure. Do I get any upgrades? I don't. Oh, another chip slot. Okay, that's kind of cool. Then what do I go with? What? So this is the meter. So yeah, this is basically to increase my score. So that meter that's on the side, the S meter, it's gonna rise 10% faster. So I was hoping that would affect my score because I was having so many score problems. But.
All right, design and prototype constructed to spec. Yawn. Looks like a volunteer has entered the lab. Oh, about time. Test volunteer, please enter the chamber. With haste!
Well,
I guess I'll have
you
to.
will find your way in there.
Yeah, not with haste though. Ooh, guys are getting shot at.
Zanzo isn't letting me go home until I fix this bug causing the barriers to overload. But I shouldn't be complaining. At least I'm not getting shot at to test my results.
Yeah, I don't think we ever.
I am not being tested here. Please leave me alone.
I don't think they ever fixed that.
Barrier technology test results. Test number 7809200. Battery technology upgrade. We've successfully enhanced batteries to resist friendly fire attacks, rain, and the occasional oil accident. Comments. I noticed there's no off feature on personal barriers, thus prohibiting barrier-type units from personally shutting them off. This makes for some very awkward situations, like being unable to wash hands, unsanitary. Small doorways are also high-risk scenarios.
Yeah, I misread barriers the first couple times, but what are you gonna do?
I think it's just the first time.
I think it was twice. But that's okay. I fixed it, you know, I got there.
All right.
This one's kind of a funny little test.
Why do I get the impossible tasks? Toughening up the Saber units? That'll happen. Well, at least watching it fail is enjoyable.
Oink.
Never attack the programmer if you want to get the work done.
Punch to face test result. Test number 0000001. Punch to face test. Punch to face test continues to be effective in proving SBR units can successfully get punched in the face. Comments. Being the first test we've commissioned, I find it strange that we have it running on a loop this long. We aren't learning anything new here. The sadistic part of my circuitry wants to strike the last comment from the record. Watching this thing fly is hilarious, and any visitors to the lab seem to love it. We need more data. Let's continue the test.
So yeah, this punch to the face test has been the longest running test in the whole facility, and they just keep it going because it's too funny.
Yeah, what they call it, Saber, I think, SBR, but he said Saber when he said SBR.
Yeah, SBR, Saber units are the ones that have the swords, and so I go back and forth. Oh, hey, I got my, oh, look at my reverb meter now has an end to the guitar. It has the little head. I don't know what that part's called.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So I don't think it ever gets longer. I think it just gets more like condensed as I get upgrades from here. Cause I feel like it looks like this even where I am in the game now. And I've definitely upgraded it more. I think I've upgraded it more since this. I don't know, maybe I just haven't. I have no idea.
You'll be in good shape for fighting that guy.
Yeah. And to get some extra health too. That'll help for whatever my plans are here. I'm mostly looking for, because it looks like there's stuff above us. I was like, oh, I wonder if I can get up there, up to that, platform. But
looks pretty high.
Yeah, I think it's too high for right now. But still, I can give it my best shot and fail. I think I just give up. That's okay. More level. That's all the time I have for this video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't seen part 1, go back and check it out. Otherwise, if you're totally up to date, then hopefully I'll see you next time. Zoink out.